why this matters to me. So shoulder mobility is super important for tennis players, especially on that serve. If you watch the pros in slow motion when they finish, their arm often bends like this. If you don't have good shoulder mobility, that's going to be tough to do. You'll see them reach behind their back and they can touch their knuckles together. That's a sign of good shoulder mobility. So all of this 90-90 rotation is super important. And then I've had some injuries. I don't know about you guys, but the injuries that just don't make sense, those haven't come from racket sports. That's why I like racket sports so much, because this backhand motion, the forehand motion, doesn't necessarily cause pain. What has caused pain is one time I was playing in a previous job, we would take breaks during the workday. I worked for a marketing agency here in Springfield, Missouri, and we would go out and play hacky sack during lunch breaks. Awesome bonding time. But one day, I got a little carried away and lost my footing, and I go stick my hand out to brace my fall, and I feel the shoulder, something ruptured, got pulled, the delts got messed up. And I have weak shoulders to begin with. I've always not liked that part about my body, but we all have things that we have to learn to embrace and accept that we don't like about ourselves. That's for another conversation. But so the shoulder took some time to heal. Then I go out and I later in another job playing, I joined a softball league, right? Slow pitch softball with coworkers. Can you see where this is going? How do you get injured by doing these things? I don't know. But so I'm hitting a softball, right? And that motion, because the delts are weak, it's hard, and a softball weighs more than a baseball. So that re-irritated the muscle, the tendon that never fully healed. And so I'm sitting here thinking, how can I do this? What do? I don't need surgery necessarily, but it was excruciating pain. Like every time I went up to try to get a base hit in the softball game. And then I'm not a big golfer. I play a few times a year. That caused pain in the bunker, like hitting out of a bunker where there's resistance right here. So all this pain in what feels like the side delt, right? You've got the back, the rear delts, you've got the middle and the front, 3 heads there. So long story short, I do PRP, platelet-rich plasma, where they take your blood and they inject it to promote healing. I think it worked to some extent. There's other parts of the process to reduce the cycle of inflammation. It goes the same for back pain as well. So I am still trying to figure this out. Racket sports have been my go-to. I have avoided golf and softball because it's just, you can't do everything. As much as you would love to, there are certain activities that you just have to say, I just can't do this right now. Maybe in the future when I get stronger. And with that leads me to the shoulder stretch. So you will lie on your back, placing one hand behind your low back like this, and you get a nice tug, a nice pull right here. To make it more challenging, let your knees fall to one side to feel it more, intensify, or place your hand up higher to the middle part of your back.